this is your first time here, I would love for you to subscribe because this channel is all about creativity and inspiration. I hope you feel inspired to create something amazing. Feel free to share the inspiration because life is a journey we make together. And now I'll show you how this Shabby Chic project was done.
Look at this beautiful piece that I found. I'm gonna shabby chic it. It's gonna be awesome. So it's actually top of a hutch. And I got it at a really great price. And I thought it would be great in my sewing room with fabric inside. But first I have to paint it. It's got a lot of wood detail. With the shabby chic it's really gonna show. It's a really, really cool piece. So the first thing I did was tape off the inserts so I wouldn't get any paint on them. Let's take a look inside. This is where I'm going to start the paint. So I love this piece so much. The original intent was to put my fabric inside, or some of it. It's not going to hold very much, but it'll sure be cute. Oh, brother. Now to do shabby chic, you have to lay a base coat down. And I actually like to do it in kind of this, a little off-white or beige or cream or something different than the top coat, which needs to be white. And then I'll mix it with 50-50 route. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. The first thing is to put your base coat on. So my suggestion on when painting stuff that has a lot of detail is just to kind of work your brush in the little grooves and crevices, kind of more use a dry brush stroke. Try not to get too much paint into the crevices because you want the detail. Now I think with the second coat, if you're going to shabby chic, it's just as important as the top coat because you don't want so much coverage. So especially on the centerpiece, what I'm going to do is give it a second coat, but just kind of lightly because I can do a lot with the top shabby chic coat. I want some of the grain to come through. I want it not to be so uniform. So I like this. Yeah, I like that. You want some of it to come through. You just don't want to have to work so hard at coverage with your top shabby chic coat because you can get some coverage, but it's not a lot. It's just more of the whitewash. So that looks good. This might look a little heavy. And sometimes what I do, just anything. This is the, key for paint. Just to make sure that I don't have a lot of paint in the crevices. It's okay if some of it comes off. It's the look you're looking for. And this is only coat 2. But see how much better it looks inside? The second coat just really does the trick. And my painting tip is at the end of the day, put your paintbrushes and like your little tray into a plastic bag and seal it. And even if you think that you're done, because I guarantee the next day you'll find a spot that you missed. So this way you just whip it out and it's all ready to go. So my second coat, my light second coat is on. Love it. I'm ready to shabby chic. I'm gonna let this dry overnight. Take my little dog in the house so she doesn't get painted. So today I'm mixing up the Shabby Chic whitewash that I use. And how I do this is I use the non-sounded grout. So we're gonna mix it about 50-50 with water and kind of make it into a paste. And this is the bright white. Start with about that much. Always add more water, so just go slow. So I like that consistency a lot, so I think it's right on with the water. I think it took a little less than 50%, so. But now we're going to add the white paint to this, and that's probably, double this measurement, so probably up to about here. Nice bright white is really great, and I actually like to use flat. Might have to play around with your brushes a little bit to see what you like the best. Kind of like the stiffer brush, but some cases this softer brush is good too to go over. So let's see what we can do. So I kind of start out in a non-conspicuous place, put a little bit on my brush, see how it's going to go. Maybe right over here would be a good spot. Just lightly stroke it, dry brush kind of technique. There we go. You can always go back over it. It's going to dry lighter, and it's going to dry with that shabby chic chalky feel that we all love. Constantly keep going back over stuff that you've already done, because the whitewash is a wash. It's thinner and it will have drips. If you just see a spot you don't like, just kind of keep working it. It's too heavy, keep working it. You can always add. It's a little harder to take off. And do take the opportunity, if there's anything that you need to shabby chic, gather all your accessories up. This is the time to do it, to have everything out. So I kind of save up a few little pieces and do the same technique. It's so fun. I'm onto 2 brushes. I kind of like it.
This is a really good example of the cream color behind your whitewash. So what you do is after you've done the base coat, we're applying just kind of a dry brush, just kind of streaking it. And after it dries, it gives it that nice chalky, shabby chic look. Now on this piece, after the base coat, I did do 1 coat of the whitewash, but then I took, pretty quickly, it was still wet, and I took a pin, and if you can see in there, and I scraped out as much as I could on all of the areas that had a recess, especially around the detail. And now I'm going back over it and just kind of freshening it up, making it a little whiter in the areas that I think would be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna put crystals on this, it'll look great.
This is a great piece. This is a plate. I thought it was so pretty on the back side. Looks kind of shabby chic to me. Awesome.